Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. Now, in this lecture, I'll be talking about how to create a virtual environment or how to create a new environment with the help of a new kind of a package manager called as UV, which has been managed by Astral. So, UV is a lightning fast package manager, so which is 8x faster than a pip, and you will be able to do installation, all the library dependencies installation with the help of UV. And the beautiful part about UV is that it resolves our dependencies automatically. For example, if I'm trying to install a X library and that X library requires something called as X, Y, G, A, B, C, D kind of a dependencies, means it requires all those libraries to be installed beforehand. So in that case, UV will be able to resolve all of these dependencies automatically. You don't have to worry about it. Not just that. So I'm even going to show you that how you can try to create that environment and then how you will be able to use that environment inside a Jupyter notebook. All of these things in a step-by-step fashion I'm going to talk about. Plus, I'm going to attach a documentation which is going to help you out to run this entire things in a quickest possible manner. So let me share my screen. And first of all, try to open up your PowerShell. So I'm trying to use basically a Windows machine. Otherwise, you can try to use your command prompt. That's completely fine. CMD or console. Now, so inside this one, the very first thing that you have to do is install UV. Yeah, PowerShell. So install UV inside your global environment, and this command from Astral is going to do an installation inside your PowerShell UV. So it is going to install UV inside with the help of your PowerShell. So just try to hit enter, and it will take a couple of seconds of time, not more than that. And yeah, so it is able to install each and everything inside this particular location. So user, school, and then local bin. Okay, so it is trying to add each and everything inside my global environment. Now, I just have to do a check. I just have to do a confirmation that whether UV is installed or not. So yes, UV is installed. So current version of UV is 0.7.21. So this is the environment which is ready. So UV is installed. Now this package manager is installed. Now I can try to open up a VS Code, and inside a VS Code, I'll try to create a directory. Maybe I can try to create a test underscore UV kind of a directory. And then I will try to do a setup. I'll try to do a installation one by one. How? Let's try to see. Let's try to understand about that. So here, first of all, try to open up a terminal. Now inside a terminal, okay, so inside a terminal, let's suppose I have to do an installation of a Python. Yeah, I have to do an installation of the Python. And then I have to do an installation of a TensorFlow inside a Python. I have to do an installation even of a Jupyter notebook inside this particular environment. So how in a step-by-step manner I will be able to do it. So here I can try to call UV venv, right? Venv, and then dot venv. So the virtual environment name which I'm trying to give, you can try to give any other name, that's completely fine. Hyphen python Python, and I'm looking for this particular version of a Python. So if I'm not going to give a version, in that case it is going to install a latest version by default. But let's suppose for my project I don't want a latest one. I want maybe a 3.10, which is a little bit older, not that old, but yeah, little bit older. Now if I'm going to hit enter, one by one, it will be able to install a Python. And here you will be able to see that it has created a folder with the name called as .venv, virtual environment. Inside that I have a library, inside that I have a script which you will be able to find out all these things, right? So by default it is going to create this particular directory for all of you. Now, if I have to activate this environment, let's suppose if I have to use this environment, so how I will be able to use this environment? So first of all, I'll go inside this directory. Now inside that, I'll go inside the scripts directory, and inside that there is a activate command. So I'll try to call a activate command, and with the help of this, I will be able to activate this environment. Let me do that. Like I said, so first of all, I'll go inside this directory .venv, right? And then I will try to go inside a directory called as capital SCRIPT. Step by step I'm doing it, guys, right, for the very first time, so that from the next time onwards you will be able to do it automatically. Now inside that we have a activate, right? Inside that we have a activate. So just try to call ACTIVAT. No need to remember anything. So activate. Now, so system could not find the path specified. So it should be scripts s. So s, okay. So here you will be able to see that it has activated my virtual environment, and whatever I'm going to install inside this environment, it will be able to use it. It will be able to use it automatically. Now, so let's suppose we have to install a Jupyter notebook. Yeah, Jupyter notebook inside this environment. So I can try to call uv pip and then install, and then note notebook, and then ipynb kernel if I have to install. So ipykrnel kernel. Okay. So one by one, it will keep on installing all the dependencies. I don't have to worry about anything by the way. And here is the installation that it has done. Whatever supporting files are required, whatever dependencies are required, everything has been resolved. I'm not doing anything, right? Everything is being managed by my UV. And here, so you will be able to, like, for example, so let's suppose if I'm going ahead with the TensorFlow installation. So let's go ahead and do the TensorFlow installation. So here, again, I'll try to call UV pip install TensorFlow. Sorry, spelling mistake. TensorFlow. Yeah. So now it has started installing TensorFlow inside my environment. And again, I don't have to worry about anything. So based on my Python package, based on the existing things, and based on the dependencies which is required for a TensorFlow, it will do all the installation for me. So I don't have to worry about anything by the way, right? So yeah, all of these installations are done. Yeah, all of these installations are done. I can even come and check that whether TensorFlow is installed or not. I can even try to launch a Jupyter notebook. Let's suppose I have to install other libraries. For example, I have to install a pandas, I have to install a numpy, I have to install a matplotlib. Okay, so uv and then pip install. Install. I can try to give a library name. Let's suppose a numpy I have to install, right? Then matplotlib I have to install, and then I have to install pandas. So just try to give all of these library name, and it will end up installing each and everything inside this particular environment. So this is the beauty. This is the beauty of a UV. Okay, there is one more thing. So now let's suppose we have to migrate this entire file, and we have to keep all the installation that we are trying to do inside a particular file. So where it will be able to manage, it will be able to retain all the libraries which I have installed. So what I can do, I can try to call uvinit, uvinit. And by doing this, you will be able to find out that it has created a file called as project.toml. Yeah, project.toml file it has created. And inside this, if you will go and check, so it has created a environment name. So this is the environment name. This is the version. I can try to add a description. I can try to like, I can't basically. So here you will be able to find out that it has given me a version that, okay, so version which I am trying to use is basically greater than or equal to 3.10. So this is the Python version which I am trying to use. And dependencies. So dependencies means a library which I would like to maybe migrate, or maybe which I would like to like, use it in my another environment, same kind of environment if I have to replicate. So if I have to add some sort of a dependency, so I can try to use uv add ten sor flow TensorFlow. UV add and TensorFlow. So yes, it should work by the way. TENSOR FLOW. So distribution, this doesn't have a source distribution wheel. Okay, so let me try to call a installation of a TensorFlow once again. Added one package, audited one package, and then UV add. It should be able to add by the way. UV add and then TEN TensorFlow. I'm just trying to show you that whether it's adding something inside my environment or not. Let me call UV add PNDS pandas. So yeah, it has added pandas inside this dependencies, and then UV add matplotlib matplotlib. So it is adding matplotlib. UV add numpy, so it's adding numpy inside this one. UV add Jupyter, so adding Jupyter notebook inside this one. So here with the help of add, what I'm trying to do, so inside this project.toml file, so I'm trying to add all the dependencies. And same thing you will be able to find out even inside a uv.log. So whatever dependencies that it has installed, each and everything it is trying to maintain inside this uv.log, so that you will be able to replicate the exact same environment whenever you want inside your production system, just like a requirement.txt file, guys. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so all of these things are done. Now let's try to create a Jupyter notebook file. So here I'm going to create test.ipynb Jupyter notebook file. Now inside this Jupyter notebook file, I have to use this environment. Yeah, I have to use this environment. So select kernel, Python environment, and here, so this is the environment name which I had given. So I can try to use this environment. Now I can try to test it, that whether things are working inside this one or not. So maybe what I can do, I can try to test it with the TensorFlow. I can try to test it with the pandas or maybe a NumPy, because even pandas NumPy I have already installed. So here I can try to write that import TensorFlow, TENSOR, TensorFlow as TF and execute. So looks like it is trying to identify a TensorFlow. And yes, I'm able to see a TensorFlow. So maybe I can go ahead and I can try to check. So what is a version of a TensorFlow? So TF underscore underscore version, and version of my TensorFlow is 2.119. So this is installed. I can try to even call import pandas as PD or PF, anything is fine. So even pandas is available. Import numpy as NP. So even numpy is available. Import matplotlib as plt. So yeah, even matplotlib is installed. So with the help of UV in a easiest possible manner, I am able to do all of these installation. That's the very first part. And now I'm able to import it. So going forward, I will be using this particular environment to do a coding. So again, UV is lightning fast, simple, right? UV is lightning fast, plus it resolves all the dependencies automatically. So you don't have to worry much about each and everything or anything, I would say, right? So maybe going forward, you are going to use a UV, and let me know if you are going to face any kind of issue. So I'm here to resolve your issues. I will be trying, I'll try to answer all of your questions. So if you're going to have any. So with that, thank you so much, everyone. Take care and see you again in my next lecture.